Wow, this is the first time I'm updating since I started filming this video literally like a week ago. So as you saw in some previous clips, I was on a plane from Alaska to Orlando. I literally only read on one of the flights and it was literally for an hour. For some reason, I just couldn't read on these flights. I couldn't do it. So now we're on the cruise, and yesterday I finished How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. 3-star. I can get into that a little bit more later at the end of the video when I'm home recapping everything. But it was a 3-star, wasn't bad, wasn't great. And now on my Kindle, I've started to read Want to Know a Secret by Freida McFadden. Obviously, Freida McFadden kick. It's strong. I'm not gonna beat my reading goal by the time 2025 hits, because that's literally in like 7 hours-ish. But that's what I'm reading now on my Kindle. And then tomorrow we have our first like excursion, which is just a beach day. But I think tomorrow I want to do, I brought one physical copy of a book with me, and I brought Emily Henry's People We Meet on Vacation. So I think that's what I'm gonna start reading tomorrow. But I just wanted to update because I haven't actually gotten the chance to update you. But that's the update. Hopefully I'll have another one soon. We still have like 5 days on the boat, and then one day after that before we head home. It's literally like -30 at home right now. So I'm very happy to be on this boat, but I did burn. I don't know if you can kind of see the burn. I burned. Are we shocked? No. But I am also very excited to go home. I miss my cats and my bed and the non-constant need to be interacting with people. But I also am enjoying myself. I did make a bookish Instagram account, a bookstagram, just for book stuff. I know on my personal account I post a lot of book stuff anyways, but I figured that if TikTok and Reels is going, if TikTok is going away, I wanted somewhere just all for my books. I really fought with this decision for a while. I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do, but I went ahead, I bit the bullet, I did it. It's Katie S. Reads Books, I believe. But yeah, all of my bookish TikToks, I'm gonna start re-uploading onto there. I know I have a lot of them here on my YouTube shorts, but I'm gonna start putting them on Instagram as well. And I also will have any new and upcoming bookish TikToks going up there as well. So go follow it. That's where you'll see all of that. So that's my update. I'm gonna get ready for dinner and I will update you next time there's something to update you about. Okay, so we are back home and I have a little bit of a trip reading recap for you, and then a mini haul that I just figured I'd include in this video because I didn't film like YouTube videos for the stuff I bought. I filmed like TikToks and Instagram Reels. Sorry, let's get back into this. We're gonna do a little reading recap. I forgot my Kindle downstairs, but what I was reading on my Kindle before I got home was I was reading one book on my Kindle app on my phone. I was reading one book on my Kindle, and I was reading one physical copy of a book. The one on my phone is probably the only one you really haven't seen, because how am I supposed to record what I'm reading on my phone when I'm using my phone to record? So on my phone, I was reading All by My Elf, which is in the Under the Mistletoe collection, and this one's by Olivia Dade, I believe. It was just a little novella. I was trying to catch up to my reading goal with novellas before the new year hit. Spoiler alert, didn't work. What? But this one is about, it's like a 55-page novella, and to be honest with you, I still haven't finished it. But it's about these two coworkers, and they drive this like wiener. Whoa, don't pause there. You know those like Oscar Wienermobiles? They like drive that, but it's like a Santa Christmas version that's like it's really hard to explain. It's got 55 pages. I think I'm 20 pages in. I could finish it in like 20 minutes if I wanted to. I just haven't yet, but that's one thing I'm reading, and I will finish that, and I'm probably gonna rate it like a 2-star if we're gonna be so real with you. Now, next what I'm reading, or what I was reading, one of my New Year's resolutions was to be more comfortable DNFing books, even if it's just like a soft DNF, and I'm softly DNFing Want to Know a Secret by Freida McFadden. I know. I read Freida McFadden all the time. I don't though. Freida McFadden, for some reason, the best way for me to consume her books is audiobook. I don't know what it is about reading her books versus listening. I enjoy them more when I'm listening to them, and I could not tell you why, which is why this book is a soft DNF. So this one is about April. She's a YouTuber, and she has this YouTube channel called, I think it's April's Sweet Secrets or something, and she's basically literally baking, think Rosanna Panzino. And then the whole point of her video is every video at the end of a recipe, she shares one secret tip that she learned to improve and elevate what she baked. But she has some secrets in her own life. There's a possible affair somewhere in the story. She has a new neighbor named Maria and her husband Sean, and they have a son. I don't remember his name. Owen, maybe? She befriends this new neighbor, but she's also in this like PTA kind of situation. I'm not gonna get too much into it. There's this one specific scene set at a book club, and again, not to get too much in it, but reading that scene made me want to crawl inside myself from embarrassment. I got secondhand embarrassment. I was reading it and I was like, oh.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
So this is a soft DNF. I say soft because I'll probably come back to it in audiobook form. I just don't know if I can read a whole... For some reason, reading the embarrassing parts is harder than listening to it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. But I think this just means that every Freida McFadden book for here on out, I'm gonna listen to instead of read, because I got the most intense secondhand embarrassment. And then the last book I am reading, I haven't picked it up since we ended our trip. That's just, again, because I haven't had a lot of time and the trip only ended a couple days ago. And we were very go, go, go this entire trip, so it was hard to get more than a few pages in. And that is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. It's about Poppy and Alex, and that's really all I know, is that they had something going on in the past, and it's affecting their relationship now, and they are trying to go on a trip again together to rekindle their friendship, possibly relationship. I'm literally only like 20 pages in. All I've known so far is that Poppy and Alex did a fake flirting situation at a bar to get Alex out of his groove. I think his name's Alex, by the way. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Like I said, I've literally read 20 pages. And then they took like a selfie, and then he was in like a bad breakup. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm 20 pages in, but I loved Beach Read by Emily Henry. And I'm gonna be so honest with you, that's the only Emily Henry book I've read, which is honestly very embarrassing for me. And I'm already getting really good vibes from this book. I have to like sit my booty down and read it. So those are the 3 books technically, but 2 books really that I ended this vlog reading. I'm sorry it was such a small vlog, by the way. Like I said, we were go, go, go the entire trip. Didn't really have a lot of time to sit down and read, and I didn't want to vlog stuff that wasn't me reading. Let's now look at the 2 books that I did finish. So starting off, 2 of these, I believe, ended the 2024 year, and then the other one is technically the first book I finished this year. First, we have Resting Scrooge Face by Meghan Quinn. Now, let me just disclaimer this. I'm not a big Meghan Quinn girly. I have read a couple of her books. They're very hit or miss, and even when they're hit, it's no more than like a 3.5 star, which is still a good rating. It's just, you know what I mean? So this is a little Christmas novella. It's one of those Amazon original stories. It's like less than 100 pages, supposed to be super cute, super quick, super fun. I was super fucking bored, okay? And it's not because the story idea wasn't good. It would have been better. Like sometimes I just read a novella and I'm like, why was this a novella? This could have been a whole big fun story, and instead you turned it into a novella. Like we should have gotten more from this. So this is about Nola and Caleb in a town called Bright Harbor, Maine. And it's very Christmassy, it's very woohoo, it's very yay, Christmas! Nola is going through a breakup. Caleb's just a grumpy hardware store owner man. And Caleb and Nola used to like date, but then had a not so great breakup about 10 years prior. And Caleb was completely at fault. He was just kind of like an idiot about it. But when they come back into town, they're like butting heads, but then they start writing these anonymous letters to each other, not know they're writing it to each other. The main conspirator to get these 2 back together is like the mailman, who I guess is really close with them because it's like small town vibes. It's Gilmore Girls vibes, but like not. Obviously they, you know, spoiler alert, they end up back together. I rated this a 2-star because for what it wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. Like this would have been a really good 300-page book. It could have been a decently good 300-page book. Nothing more than that, but like for a cute little like romance, it could have been good. Overall, as a novella, I wasn't super impressed, but that was the first book I think I technically finished on this trip. That was one I was reading on my phone, on the Kindle app on my phone. So again, I didn't really get to record anything regarding this because I think I finished it really early on into the trip because again, it was like 100 pages. So for some reason, I did this to myself again, and I read another Meghan Quinn book this Christmas season. I say that like she's a horrible author. She's not. She's just, I'm realizing way too late that she's not my cup of tea, which is fine. Not ever, like Emily Henry is probably so many people's not cup of tea. Emily Henry is a lot of people, hello? Emily Henry is not everyone's cup of tea. Thank you. Why did I struggle with that so much? But I did read, I started this before the trip, but I finished it on the trip, so I kind of included it, obviously, in this video. And that is How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Meghan Quinn. This is about Story. Yes, her name is Story. Storee. Yeah, and Cole, and they used to be kind of like friends when they were children, teenagers, and they had a crush on the other, didn't know, blah blah blah. And this is, I guess, 10 years later. So Story's Aunt Cindy, by the way, this is basically almost a retelling, kind of, in a way, of like The Grinch. So it's very Christmassy. So Aunt Cindy's like Cindy Lou Who. There's two characters named Martha and May. You cannot make this shit up. Yeah, so Story comes back with her sister Taryn to help take care of her Aunt Cindy. Aunt Cindy like hurt her hip or something. And there's this Christmas contest that the town does every year, and they have for the last like 5 years, I guess, called the Christmas Kringle contest, to see who's like the Christmas Kringle of the season, where there's like light decorating, candy cane making, eggnog making. It's like a whole thing. When Story is back in town and Cole's like, holy shit, she's back in town, he decides, you know what, F her, I'm gonna enter the contest and I'm gonna win because my parents are dead and people are gonna be happy to see that I am back and being participated. Anyways, Cole basically was like, people are gonna see that I'm participating and I'm active in the community again, and it's gonna give me the upper hand. He's basically like, I'm gonna use my dead parents to get an upper hand. And Story's like, I'm gonna use my almost dead and in pain grandmother to get, you know. But like Story and Cindy and Taryn, they kind of came up with that together. So that was like an okay thing. Cole and Max, Atlas, we're gonna call him Max. His name's Max, okay? It gets a little confusing sometimes. Cole and Max team up to enter the Kringle contest, you know, it's like a thing. And it's basically a story of them going back and forth for the most part, until they start fake dating, but also real dating while fake dating. And there's a scene with a candy cane. He fucks her with a candy cane, but like not in the way that I, for some reason, thought. It was not as, the way people were talking about it and going like, oh my god, he did that with a candy cane. I was like expecting worse than what I read. It wasn't that, it was crazy, it was weird, it was a lot. But it wasn't, for some reason I was expecting like something like Haunting Adeline-esque. Not true. It was, I mean, just read it. I can't explain it, really, because I don't want to get like flagged or anything. But yeah, and then I'm gonna spoil this for y'all right fucking now. There is a third act breakup. Worst fucking nightmare. Anyways, I rated this a 3-star, I think. And the thing is I at first wasn't enjoying it because I was like, there's this narrator who only interacts with Cole and can sometimes like change the story based on how Cole's like interacting with him, which at first I hated because I was like, that's cringy, it doesn't make any sense, it's dumb. And then I heard a clip of like the audiobook where Cole and the narrator are interacting, and it made way more sense in my head after that. And I started enjoying it more after that. But again, the third act breakup kind of ruined it for me a little bit. I hate third act breakups 9 times out of 10. They just don't make a lot of sense to me, okay? And I think that overall it was just kind of like a goofy story, which isn't a bad thing, but it wasn't necessarily, I knew that going in, and yet somehow I still was like a little disappointed. Overall, it wasn't a bad book. I would recommend it to people who like goofy shit like this. Larry Reads, I think, really loved it. I love you, Larry. Mwah. Queen energy, love you. But it wasn't my favorite. So that's all of the books I read / are in the process of reading from my vacation. Again, I'm so sorry this video is so short. I thought I was gonna have more time to do stuff like this, and I didn't have time. I think you only got one update in the whole video. So sorry about that, by the way. This video is basically a montage, but you know what? That's still fun. So I'm sorry it was small, but hopefully you enjoy our first video of 2025. I have a couple videos coming soon. A 25 things I want to read in 2025. I have a couple of vlogs that I still haven't posted from November, like the Portland trip, that I'm still gonna upload, including the Sabrina Carpenter concert vlog. She's coming, don't worry, she's coming. And a couple other really exciting things. We're gonna talk about some banned books in the next month or so. It's gonna be a good time. So subscribe if you want to be a part of that. But before we go, let's do a little book haul of things that I just got recently / while on this trip. So we went to really technically like 3 places, I think, but I only bought stuff from 2 places. First of all, we're just gonna go into this because it's the easiest one. We went to Target. Obviously, you have to buy a book at freaking Target. I got this. This is The Party by Natasha Preston. This is her newest book. Natasha Preston is, for me, one of those auto-buy authors. They're not life-changing. They're not like the best thing you're ever gonna freaking read, but they keep me very enthralled and entertained. They are YA, like mystery thrillers, but I'm very excited to still try this one because I have never like read a Natasha Preston book that I didn't like at least a little bit. And again, she's one of those auto-buy authors for me, the ones that I will read literally everything in their discography. I mean, that's for music, but like bookography. But much like Frida McFadden, I'll pretty much read whatever she puts out. So yeah, this is about Bessie and her closest friends at an English countryside, like a remote English countryside. And they're at this castle for like a secret party that is, you know, make it the ultimate spring break, make it super fun. And then there's a killer. One of them dies, there's a killer. These people, this group of friends, essentially trying to figure out who the killer is, what the killer's doing, why they're doing it, while being stuck in this remote English cabin. That's the first book I got. Next, we went to this new, I think TikTok viral bookstore in Orlando called The New Romantics. If you're thinking Taylor Swift, you'd be correct. It's essentially like a Taylor Swift kind of themed romance gift shop. My heart is shattered because I went and 2 days later, my girl Larry Reeds was there. Hello? Larry, why didn't you tell me we could have gone together? We couldn't have because I was on a boat at that point in the middle of the ocean for like 5 more days. But still, girl. I saw that and I literally looked to my husband and I was like, there's no effing way. There's no way that I just missed running into the Larry Reeds. The Larissa. I was so sad. But anyways, so I went there and I did a little damage. I couldn't really buy too many books because of this trip and how much room I had already brought in 2 suitcases and 2 carry-ons for myself, which, look, it was a 2-week trip, okay? I've never been on a trip that long. Actually, I have, but I was in high school and I didn't care as much about what I looked like, but I did this time. Anyways, so I couldn't buy as many books as I wanted, and also a lot of the books they had I already read, or some of the ones I just weren't interested in. It wasn't like a them thing, it was more of a me thing, but they're trinkets. Oh, they're trinkets. So they did have a section of like local authors, which I was very excited to hear about. So I got this book called For the Hope of It All by Isla Sorosky, and it is autographed, which I thought was super duper cool. It's autographed by the author. It says, "To quiet happies." That's really cute. I love like the postage stamp vibe on this. I think this is an author local to Orlando, because there was a whole like section for it. It's about Margot, and she decides to uproot her entire life for, you know, a fresh start in a small town, of course. And she's focused on essentially just like finding herself and kind of like fixing her life and getting her shit together. The last thing she's thinking about like is dating, and this guy she went on a date with like a year ago, until she finds out that that guy's her neighbor, and obviously hijinks will ensue. His name is Sawyer, and he's always meant to be in this small town. He's always been there, and he was ending things with his on again off again girlfriend for the last time. He was like, okay, I'm alone. Awesome, until Margot. So I don't know, it sounds like it's gonna be cute. I cannot get over the cover. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, For the Hope of It All, Taylor Swift quote, duh. It looks good. It is dual POV, so it bounces between Margot and Sawyer, which I really like. And it's indie published. You can tell it's indie published by how the SKU looks on the back. And I'm very excited. I cannot wait to read this. Okay, I know I'm talking about the cover again. Give me a break. Look at this little stamp. It's so cute. That one's my favorite, actually. Obviously, all of this is probably going to have some sort of meaning into the story, I'm assuming. But I'm very excited to read this. And I just can't get over that it's autographed. I think that's so cute. Quiet happies. So the next thing that I bought, I'm an idiot. Let me preface this by saying that. I'm an idiot, and it's my fault that it doesn't work, throwing that out there. If you've been on TikTok, you've been seeing Kindle charms pop up recently. It's essentially like a charm you plug into your charging port when you're not charging your item, so that it's got like a fun, cute accessory. And I saw this one. It's a cute little cloud. She's gorge. She is in fact the wrong port. This does not plug into my Kindle. Had I paid attention, I would have noticed it said fits any micro USB device. I have the Kindle Paperwhite, I think, in sage green. This does not fit that, which again, my fault. I should should have used my eyes. It does not fit my Kindle. This next thing that I got at the New Romantics is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time now. If I was ever to open my own like merch store, this is one of the things that I would sell. I would do it a little differently, but it's still really, really cute. And that is a book annotation kit. I have not opened this yet because I wanted to open it together. It comes with a T, 2 markers, tabs, a bookmark, and some stickers. How insanely cute is this? Again, I would do it the same but kind of different. I might actually make a few and maybe send them to some people on here if that is something we are interested in. But we are going to open this together. I do love all of the holographic packaging. So first thing we're gonna pull out is the bookmark. It's super cute. It's super simple. It's all these like blue and green books with a little alarm clock on it. In my opinion, you can never have like too many bookmarks. So obviously I'm keeping her. She's great because, you know, eventually one of your bookmarks is gonna get ruined. What are you gonna do if you have only that one? Nothing. Next we have the book tabs. I kind of love the book tabs. I like that there's like a variety. I love, oh, is that like a dark green? She's cute. This would be good for like romance, or I feel like the muted colors give me like a classic, like Call Me By Your Name or something to annotate with, especially like those top 3. Those give me Call Me By Your Name vibes. I haven't read the book. It's on my TBR for this year, but that's kind of the vibes it gives. So this is super cute. I do have a hard time tabbing books sometimes when I'm reading them. I was trying to reread Harry Potter for the first time and it was going well, but I was trying to annotate it and then it was making me take longer in reading it. So then I was tabbing the parts I wanted to go back and annotate with like my uglier tabs, and then I was gonna re-tab them when I was done. But then that also was taking forever, and then I kind of just gave up on the book because I hit a reading slump. Tabs are my friend and my enemy. Next we have just a little bag of tea. It's just a little bag of English breakfast tea. I don't drink tea. I've been trying to drink tea, but I don't actively drink tea right now, but I'll keep it. Or maybe I'll give it to my sister or something. I feel like if I were to do this, I would include 1 tea bag and then maybe one of those like Emma Chamberlain like coffee tea bags. That way you have a variety, but it is super cute to include a tea. I wouldn't expect anything else really, so that's very cute. Then it comes with 2 markers, which they're very cutesy. There's like this like creamish kind of one and this purple, and they look like little highlighter tips, which is super fun. Love her. I can't account for the bleedability, like if it bleeds through the page. I would assume that they tested it before putting it out. I'm talking to whoever makes these. I don't know if the New Romantics are the ones that put these together or if it's like a separate business that comes in and just sells them through the New Romantics, but it's still super cute and I'll use these for something, I'm sure. And last we have just a couple stickers. So first we have this one. It's a ghost doing the peace sign. This one's super cute. It's like a girl sitting on books reading. I like the watercolor vibes. This one says "You Can Do It" with a bunch of hearts. And then this one is Taylor Swift in her rep outfit. So I kind of am getting the vibe that they make this, maybe like the New Romantics, like the people at the bookstore make it. I would do it a little differently in certain aspects. I'm not gonna say what because I would like to again maybe make my own little book annotation kit, maybe give it to some of you guys. If I hit 2K, I'll send a couple out. I would like to do like maybe a giveaway as I hit some bigger milestones. 2K, which is like my first K. Technically 1K was my first K, but 2K would be super cool. I would love to get to 10K, 30K. I would love to keep growing, so I want to do giveaways as I grow. So let me know what you think of that. I have had an issue with a giveaway in the past, and I'm gonna be honest, this person never messaged me, so I don't know if the giveaway ever actually got to them because I was having issues with the shipping. So it would be US only, like United States only, not even like military territories right now, just because of the issue I had last time. But if you would like to see me make my own book annotation kit and give it away when I hit 2K, 3K, whatever, I would love to do it. The book annotation kit was only $8, which considering the Kindle charm is $10, I think is really cool. I do think that this should be $8 is great, but I do think it should be worth a little more, especially with all the stuff that comes with it. But I'm not again, I don't know how they do their inventory. It could be like this whole thing. I don't know who they get their inventory from, but I'm gonna move on and stop yapping about it because I'm getting annoying. Next, I have 2 bookmarks. One of them is more of a like cardboard, and then this one's more of a laminate. This one says Slow Burn Book Club, and it's just like this cute little, it's got like matches and like a little fireball. This one I think is made directly through the New Romantics because it does have their logo on the back, which is a super cute logo, by the way. This next one I also think is from them. I think they designed this one as well. It's so cute. I actually bought one on TikTok that looks really similar. I'll have to go grab it and like compare it in a second. But it says lifetime membership to the antisocial book club. Peace and quiet, 100% guaranteed. Absolutely no social interaction allowed. Admit one introvert. And it's shaped like a movie ticket. And it's so cute. Look at that. I'm gonna go grab the other bookmark I bought in a second and compare them and see what they look like, because I didn't realize that I think I might have bought basically the same bookmark twice. And then lastly, at the New Romantics, and just the last thing in this haul in general, I did just get a postcard from them. I think this is like $4. It's just so cute, and that is what the store basically looked like out front. So it's like someone painted it or something. On the back, it again just looks like a postcard, and then on the back it says for the dreamers and romance readers, and it's just really cute. I kind of just want to hang it up. I'm not going to send this anywhere. I'm going to hang this up. It's cute, or maybe I'll use it as a bookmark. But yeah, that's everything I got. I want to go compare these bookmarks real quick. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Now I'm confused. So I forgot what bookmark I bought from the New Romantics. I remembered the slow burn. I couldn't remember the other one because I kind of picked this one up at the last second. So I ordered this bookmark that was really similar, or so I thought, on TikTok Shop from a place called Black Rose Creative, which they came with this little like thing, super cute. They're the exact same bookmark. Like, this one's just smaller and double-sided. See, this one, it's smaller, double-sided. This one's from TikTok Shop. This one is from the New Romantics. They're the exact same bookmark. Same colors, same design, same font. Literally, everything is the exact same. I bought this off TikTok. I bought this from the store, the New Romantics. See the logo right there. I'm thinking maybe the design was bought from this or something, or maybe whoever made this, I think it's called, yeah, Black Rose Creative. Maybe Black Rose Creative came up with this first and like sold the design to them, or maybe someone stole a design. Wow. I'm really curious now. T. Gonna have to figure that out. Anyways, that was an interesting end to the video. Obviously, sometimes overlap happens. Designs get not copied, but they can be similar to other designs. But this is the exact same bookmark, like word for word. This isn't like a, oh my god, someone did a really similar design of this and that's what this is. These are the exact same thing. Wording and everything, font and like copy pasted. Nothing was changed except for one of them does not have a back and is bigger. Anyways, that is it for today's video, and that is it for the first video of 2025. Let me know how you liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, the usual YouTube things. Go check out my bookstagram, my regular Instagram, TikTok, obviously stay here on YouTube. All the links will be linked down below, everything you're gonna need. And I cannot wait to ring in this new year with you. I have some crazy exciting stuff happening this year, and I'm like, I just wanna like tell you everything right now, but I can't. I mean, I could, but I'm trying to wait a little bit. But again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Thank you for being here. I love you again. I said that already, but I'm gonna say it again because it's the new year. Let's give a little love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.